internet world, we want to go ahead and welcome everybody in the world, everybody that's tuning in right now, whether you're tuning in on Facebook, whether you're tuning in on Instagram, whether you're tuning in on YouTube. First, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, hit the bell button, and make sure that you stay in contact with each and every one of us, and everybody that's sharing this information with you. We need you to go ahead and thank them and say, you know what, you thought about me, to the point that you didn't want to leave me behind. And I want to thank you for sharing this information with me. And that person thought about you to the point that you're exactly right. They did not want to leave you behind. Okay. My name is Carlos Pond. I'm one of the leaders and founders of Gobe Tradehouse. And what we're going to do in the next few minutes is take a minute portion of your time to go ahead and share some information with you that could potentially change your life. Number one thing that my mentor taught me a long time ago is have an open mind. Your mind works like a parachute. It only works when it's opened, okay? You do not want to go around your whole life with a closed-minded mentality, okay? Because that's going to allow you to go ahead and run into a very big obstacle that we consider being poor. And we break that acronym as POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly. You do not want to pass up opportunities repeatedly, because in something like this, a platform like this only shows up in your lifetime once in your life. Okay, you do not want to miss out on opportunity, especially based off of timing and positioning. So let's go ahead and dive straight into the information. We represent Gobe Tradehouse. So who are we? All right, the Gobe Tradehouse, also affiliation with the women of Gobe, all right, stands for the Generation of Bosses Empire Tradehouse, established 2014 by a good friend of mine named Kenny Jordan and myself, Carlos Pond. Now, what we decided to do is that we decided to build a different type of fraternity and a different type of sorority. And this type of, fraternity / sorority, allows you to practice group economics by utilizing Forex education and trade signals sent out by professionals. So what makes us different than any other fraternity and sorority is that we're here to help each other make money. When two or more people come together with the same common goal and the same common purpose, when it comes down to practicing group economics, there isn't anything that's impossible. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we decided to do was partner up with Tradera. Tradera is a financial service platform, and it specializes in trade and education. Warren Buffett makes $2.5 million an hour because he decided to go ahead and get into the financial markets at a young age. He wasn't forced to do it. He just understood. Something in him said, listen, I've always heard about the stock market. I've always heard about these financial markets. Let me go ahead and figure out what it means, and let me go ahead and capitalize on what it is, what the stock market is, right? Now, this is different. Everybody's heard about the stock market, but it is still part of the financial markets. But we're going to teach you something different today, that a lot of people are not aware about. And most of y'all have probably heard about it, but it's flew right over your head, okay? We're going to teach you how to navigate through the financial markets. Now, we officially released Tradera 2.0. This is extremely exciting. Why? Because whenever I first got involved in December with Tradera, there was only 400 to 800 members in the total company. Since then, we've eclipsed over 70,000 representatives that understand the value of this university, this academy that will teach you how to navigate through the financial markets, right? But, we had to go ahead and upgrade because our old system couldn't handle the masses that were coming in. So our CEOs and our CFOs put hundreds of $1,000s into this new system. And can I say that this system is immaculate? It's extremely powerful. I would not pass it up for anything else that actually comes my way, because it's that powerful, right? So Tradera itself was actually established 2018. It's based in the United States. It operates worldwide, and it's a financial service platform that's 100% debt-free. What does it mean for us entrepreneurs? When a company is debt-free, it means that it will be long-lasting, it will hold longevity, and it will go ahead and become a legacy brand. See, Tradera wasn't just founded by any average individuals. Our CEO and our CFO know how to trade in the markets like some sharks, okay? And see, that's something that one of my mentors taught me. He said, Carlos, if you're the smartest shark in your tank, you need to go swimming with other sharks. And sure enough, I completely back up our CEO and our CFOs because they know exactly what to do and how to do it. They're not newbies, and they've already generated millions off of trading. So the education that you're going to get off of this will allow you to go ahead and duplicate what they've done. So it is high valuable education. So there's 4 different ways that we all get paid. And we all know this. At one point in time, we've either been an employee, you went and started your own lawn maintenance business, your own house cleaning business, right? But the truth is, based off of this cash flow quadrant, is that you want to run away from the left side and you want to get to the right side as soon as possible. Why? The left side doesn't have any leverage. It means that as soon as the clock stops ticking, the money will stop rolling into your household. This is a reality that we all have to face at one point in time. Even if you went to 10 years of school and you have not leveraged your money or not leveraged your time, you have to evaluate in the mirror and say, you know what? Every time that the clock stops ticking, my money stops rolling in. Let me figure out a way to go ahead to get to the right-hand side, okay? In the right-hand side, you start achieving leverage, okay? Whether it's through people or whether it's with your money. The first documented billionaire, I'll never forget this, he said, and there's a reason why he said this, and there's a reason why he was the first documented billionaire. He said, I'd rather use 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. And I think the first moment that I heard that, it completely blew my mind, because nobody, as I grew up, had ever told me that phrase. If I could use 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own, then of course that makes perfect sense. Now, what's the number one goal here besides being a business? And I have to say that it doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter if you're black, orange, yellow, if you live under the dirt or you live in Mars and you're green. You have to have your own business. You have to have your own business. It's reality 101, because now you have control of your time. Yes, you may not have somebody over your shoulders saying, hey, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And yes, you may have to put yourself on your own schedule, but now you're taking control of your time. See, money comes and goes, but time is irreplaceable. It cannot be replaced. We only have one life to live. I'm sure there's another life after this, but while we're here on earth, it's still a foggy subject to talk about. We have to do everything that we need to do right here on earth right now. And we can't put off what we can do today and leave it for tomorrow, because tomorrow may never come. But the number one goal is not to bury your treasure or your talents under dirt. Okay? So what you don't want to do is that you have the opportunity here to learn how to invest your money in all the right places. What you don't want to do is learn this knowledge and bury it and hide it away for nobody to find it, including yourself. You want to learn how to go ahead and put your money in all the right places so it could yield you an ROI. This is what makes a difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich means you have to maintain the richness. Being wealthy means that you put your money in all the right places where your money started doing the work for you, okay? A good example is Steve Francis. Steve Francis used to play for the Rockets. He went ahead and put his money in all the right places. And one point in time, he got depressed. And when he got depressed, he tried to blow all his money, but he couldn't do it because he put his money in all the right places. It kept yielding him a return. He eventually came out of that depression. He's good to go now. But that's a good example to let you know that if you put your money in all the right yields, the right places that's going to yield you a return, you could try to go broke, but you most likely won't be able to. And I feel like that's a perfect problem to have, okay? So what are we going to do here? You're going to learn how to master the Forex industry, okay? Forex simply stands for the foreign exchange market. It is the act of exchanging one currency for another currency. Your money being in a bank account is already tied into this industry. Why? Because your bank account is the bank's investment account. That blood, those sweat, those tears that you're out there working for to make sure that you make ends meet, the bank is actually using all your work ethics, and they're using your money to yield them millions and millions and millions of dollars a day. We see the numbers in our bank account, and we don't know that they're being played with, okay? So let's go ahead and kind of dive into what all this means. Well, like I said, Forex is highly liquid, all right? It is ever present, and it is very high leverageable, okay? It is the largest financial market in the world, generating $7 trillion a day, okay? At one point in time, it was only done by financial institutions, your banks, okay? And other banks, the reserves, all of them, okay? And they needed 10 to 50 million dollars just to start and even play in the Forex market. But that all stopped back in the 1990s, okay? Back in 1990, they went ahead and made it public for each and every one of us. And you know what's funny? You probably never even knew about it until the last few years, but it's been around since 1990, okay? So it doesn't mean you're late. There's a whole bunch of people in this world that do not know how to capitalize on Forex. They've heard about stocks, but they never heard about Forex, you know? And the thing about Forex is that since it basically deals with your money, okay? You have to understand that no matter what, whether you're selling lotions and potions, whether you're out there selling products, whether you're selling t-shirts, you're selling beds, whatever you're doing it for currency. There's no doubt about it. Everything in this world that we're doing as of now is yielding us a way or a method to go ahead and provide some sort of cash flow to their households for survival mode, okay? Having money will make you a better person, okay? It is not the root of all evil. That's just something that broke people say, okay? It is not the root of all evil. Money will make you more of who you are, okay? Money will just make you a better person, okay? If you're a good person, it will make you do better for the world, okay? Now, you don't need a lot of capital to start trading Forex, okay? When you trade Forex, you can start with the same $10 that you spend at Burger King or at McDonald's, and it will yield you a return by learning how to do it, okay? The same goes for those $99 or those $200 pair of shoes. Rather than buying those shoes, put that money in the Forex market, learn how to go ahead and turn it over, you know, so then your money can make you more money rather than wasting money on shoes, okay? See, you don't need any special licenses, and the Forex market runs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, now if you start dabbling into digital currency, that's your Bitcoins, your Litecoins, your Ethereum coins, what else? Your XR, your Ripple coins. This is digital currency that's literally going to be backed up by gold pretty soon. That's what they're trying to do. Get the digital currency to somehow in some way back the gold standard. Okay, that's going to cause a major shift in the economy. Okay, and people are unaware about this. Okay, and that's why it pays to be aware and pays to understand this type of information. Digital currencies have already made the most millionaires in the whole entire world, especially with Bitcoin. But we're not going to go into all that. I'm just letting you know that there isn't an excuse for anybody out there that says that they don't have time and that they can't get in here and make some sort of money, because this runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. 5 days a week if you're dealing with the euros and the dollars and the Great Britain pounds and dealing with the other currencies of the world, okay? So just so everybody gets the concept. So very simple. Our service is here. What is the platform? What is the goal? The goal is to learn how to go ahead and navigate through these markets by learning trading education. Trade alerts are practically like free money. Our live sessions just allow you to go ahead and interact with a master trader, so you could go ahead and ask questions. And it's almost like a cheat code because you'll already know what's going to happen throughout the week, okay? Our market forecasts, our small study groups, our trade community, and our exclusive generation of Bosses Empire training just allows you to be better and a better fit, you know, so then you could go ahead and capitalize off of what the markets are doing, okay? So let's start off one by one. Our Trading Academy is 100% online education, basic to advanced strategies, step-by-step process, and you get to learn from master traders. You'll go ahead and master Forex, learn how to tap into cryptocurrency, learn how to go ahead and yield yourself a return off of commodities, indices, even stocks. And our technical analysis just wraps everything all up. This to me is Wealth 101. This is what schools would have never taught you. Just like they didn't teach you how to become wealthy, just how they didn't teach you about taxes, this is something that they should be teaching, but for some reason they don't, okay? There's a reason behind that, but I'm not going to get political about this, okay? So over here, our trade alerts are practically like free money, okay? Our company says, hey, we're going to go ahead and get into these trades, and we're going to send them to you, the member of Tradera, okay? So you also get to learn while you're earning money, because even if you don't understand it, copy and pasting is so simple. So just imagine you go ahead and you come in and they send you a trade alert. You're going to go ahead and copy and paste it, and you just yielded yourself $500 in one day. And all you did was copy and paste it. That is crazy. Anybody that's actually gotten some money from trade alerts, give me some money bags in the chat box. I'm actually going to show you proof of trade alerts at the end of this overview, so you can see how much money you can make off of just copying and pasting. Picasso said it the right way. He said, the best artists steal. See, schools taught you to not go ahead and look over your shoulder and look at your classmates' homework. Don't copy that test. Over here, we're telling you to copy the right cats, okay? Since the beginning of the year, we've already caught a total of 17,000 plus pips. What does this mean? It means that if you would have went ahead and made $1 per pip off of results that they sent you, you would have been a profit today, 17,000 plus dollars in your pocket, cash flow. And all you did was copy and paste. That's it. Okay, very simple. Look, let's go ahead and look at the example. All right. You're, as a new member, look at it like this. You're going to come in. We suggest that you do the demo account for 1 week, okay, while you're receiving this. 1 week of demo account, so you could go from mechanical to eventually doing a natural. You have to be consistent. When you receive the trade alert, you go ahead and plug it in. It takes about 20 seconds to do so. So just imagine you're at your job, you're in your lunch, and you receive a trade alert. And it says, Tradera's trade team is placing a buy on the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen at this current market price. You may not understand what that means, but we're going to explain it to you by going through our Gobe Tradehouse website. Okay, so we're going to walk you through this process. We're going to go ahead and hold your hand every step of the way, but it's very simple. You're just going to copy and paste. On your phone, whether you're an iPhone user or an Android user, it's going to look something like this. On an Android, your stop loss is red and your take profit is green or blue, okay? So all you're going to do is that you're going to copy and paste the stop loss as such, copy it, paste it. Copy your first trade, paste it. That's trade 1. Trade 2, same thing, same stop loss. Take profit 2 and take profit 3. These are 3 separate trades, okay? One trade you press buy, and buy. But for the sake of this information and this overview, let's say that you only took the third one, okay? Basically, you did the take profit 3. What are the take profits set in place to do? As soon as it hits that parameter, it'll cash you out, but it cashes you out with profit. We don't want to get greedy over here, all right? Follow the game plan. Do not get greedy, all right? Now, the results come in. 20 minutes later, it hits your take profit 3. Boom, it closes you out. And it closes you out with a profit of 165 pips. And you were in your lunch, or you may have been at a bar, or you probably were sitting down on the toilet. God knows where you were. It doesn't matter, okay? At the end of the night, you caught 165 pips, and you didn't have to look at a chart. You just copy and pasted. That's it. All right? If you would have made $1 per pip, that would have been $165 in your pocket, okay? In your pocket. We're going to teach you how to withdraw your money from the broker account, so on and so forth. That would have been an additional $165 in your pocket. Now, if you're somebody like me that, it takes a little bit more risk, and I went ahead and I yielded myself $5 per pip on this particular trade, you know that in those 20 minutes, I made myself $825 in 20 minutes. I remember the days that I used to go out there and I used to clean carpet for a carpet cleaning company for 2 weeks. I would only make $700, maybe $800. I remember those days. Now, when you get into this industry, I'm telling you, take it seriously, and it will go ahead and pay you what you feel you're worth. So you get paid what you put into it. If you want to get paid thousands of dollars a day, you have to put in that work, learn it, take these trade alerts seriously, and go with the flow. Don't go against the grain. Very simple. Other people made over $1,650 with this particular trade, okay? This exact same trade, a person could have went ahead and did $10 per pip and yielded so much more within those 20 minutes. Now, what is the process of, or the purpose of your stop loss? Just in case it would have retraced, you wouldn't have blown your account. It would have went ahead and cashed you out. That's part of this market, all right? The biggest risk in life is not taking any risks, okay? That's the number one deal. And playing it safe is the most unsafest thing to do in this world. because one day we're going to have to cash out and clock out, and we don't want to die with any regrets. Man, I should have done that trade alert thing. Man, I should have took that seriously. That shoulda, woulda, coulda lifestyle is not going to do you nor your generations to come any good. You have to break those bad habits, and you are here to go ahead and break generational curses. But how are you going to break generational curses if you don't plug into the system we have in place? The system that we have in place will yield you so much of a return, but plug in, okay? So let's talk about our Gobe bot. This is for only Gobe members, okay? For anybody that's yielded themselves a return from the Gobe bot that we spent a lot of money for our organization. Nobody else in the company has our bot, okay? It is 100% legal, okay, as well. But we basically spent this money for this bot created by an engineer that was gonna go ahead and yield you, copy and paste Forex trade signals. And we already are catching over 1,000 pips weekly off of our bot. So just by being part of Gobe Tradehouse, you're gonna go ahead and start seeing a lot of blue. That's all you want. Let's look at a lot of blue. That means that's a lot of money that was generated from this bot. Right now, our bot, since we released it, is at 100% right now. It has not took any losses, 100% all the way through. So just by having this, you will make money, and we made sure of that because we want you to succeed. We want you to stay plugged in with Gobe Tradehouse, okay? So that's the reason we spent thousands of dollars, thousands upon thousands of dollars on this bot, okay? And I'm sure that at the end of this overview, we're gonna go ahead and show you some examples of what this bot did for each and every one of us, okay? So this alone should let you know that you're not only gonna be receiving trade alerts from Tradera, you will be receiving trade alerts from Gobe as well, okay? And not only that, but we have our live trade sessions, which take place each and every day, okay? From Sunday through Thursday, okay? And it's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's conducted by top traders, all right? You'll get your questions answered, you'll sharpen your skills. This is hands-on training for the people that say, hey, I need more hands-on action. Good, we have it. Plug in, okay? Now, we also have our trade strategies. Our trade strategies were actually just released, and it's an additional educational source that will go ahead and teach you what is SNR, that's support and resistance. What is these other methods of triangles and how to go ahead and find triangles in your chart. All these, I like to call our trade strategies our ninja tactics, okay? We call it the way of the Shinobi, okay? Based off the fact that being a Shinobi back in the day meant that you got highly trained to go out there and do what you needed to do for your country as a ninja. So this right here is your training education that's going to teach you how to slice and dice, your charts so you could go ahead and profit, okay? That's exactly what this is. So if you want to slice and dice with us, all you need to do is plug in, okay? Now, we also have our fundamental analysis, which basically is the study of economic conditions that affect the valuation of a nation's currency. Okay, what does this mean? It means that all our money's tied into together. They say, or this is the truth, our actual industry is recession proof. Forex is recession proof. Why? Carlos, how is it recession proof? When one Babylon falls, another one rises. We're just on top of it because we're so plugged into the markets that we know it. What does this mean, Carlos? What does it mean, Babylon? It means that if the US dollar was to crash, God forbid, we're gonna know that some other country's currency is rising. So we're just gonna go and buy that currency, and while people are suffering, losing their homes, losing their mortgages, we capitalized on the knowledge that we gained. Wisdom will go ahead and break the shackles of poverty, but you have to be plugged in to the wisdom. Wisdom has been calling your name this whole time. The question is, are you listening for her voice, right? That's economics 101. That's why we practice group economics. So you understand, plug in with us, you'll never go broke, okay? Now we also have, I keep forgetting to change the name to this, but it's the Gobe Scalping Out, okay? This is now considered the Gobe Scalping Out, led by no other than a 22-year-old named Vaughn, that's actually very, very above average 22-year-old, all right? We went ahead and set up our own indicator that's actually worth thousands of dollars, and you, as being part of Gobe member, you get it for free, Okay, but what are we going to teach you with our Gobe scalping out strategy? You're going to learn how to compound your money. With the indicator, if you're too antsy to wait for trade alerts, our indicator will teach you when to get in, when to get out, when to actually buy, when to sell. It's so simple. But you have to become part of Gobe to go ahead and get this indicator and get our strategy. Okay, but let me put it to you like this. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Okay, what does this mean? It means that the people that are paying mortgages, the people that are paying credit card bills or car notes, they are on the side of paying compound interest. Through our Gobe scalping out strategy plus our indicator, you're going to capitalize off of the compound interest. We're going to teach you how to go ahead and collect some pips. You're going to cash out. You're going to come back in, and you're going to do it at a higher yield, you know, so you could go ahead and get a higher ROI. So we could teach you how to take a $100 account and turn it to $30,000. Let me put it to you like this. We're also going to start bringing in other people that know how to strategize and know this industry. I know this other individual that took a $400 account and in 8 hours from compound interest made $1.2 million in 8 hours. While somebody went and, excuse my language, slaved all day long, sweat, drip blood, cut themselves all day long. You know, this individual made $1.2 million off of a $400 investment. Now, how did he do that? Was it luck? No, it was not luck. You know, it was an educated decision that allowed him to make the decision to go ahead and learn for the last 4 years how to capitalize in this industry that allowed him to capitalize off of those $400. See, if you could turn a $400 account into a $1,000 account, you could turn a $2,000 account into a $10,000 account. And you could turn a $400 account into 1.2 million. Imagine what you could do with 50,000. Okay. I like to say that the sky is not the limit because there's footprints on the moon, and we have a satellite in Jupiter and in Saturn, and God knows how much life is, out there. I do not close my mind to anything. Everything is a possibility. I would not shut it out. Okay. Now we also have our trade community. You'll get to network with other traders, compare notes, ask additional questions, get support, and you master practice in group economics with other people that are like-minded like yourself. You're not in business by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and dive into how you get started with our organization. All right. And with Tradera. See, the average actual cost of this costs anywhere between $250 a month to $2,000 a month. I saw an institution charging $20,000 for a whole year of this type of information to learn how to navigate through the financial markets. Now, we only want you to come in for $99. That's it. Very simple. Less than a pair of Jordans will get you in the company, teaching you how to navigate through the markets and teaching you how to capitalize from the knowledge that our master traders give us. Okay. Now, I want people in the chat box to engage with me for a quick second. There is colleges out there that are releasing this type of information, but my question to you is, how much do you think that they're charging per semester to teach people how to navigate through the foreign markets? Somebody go ahead and tell me. Somebody go ahead and tell me. 15,000 or more. Exactly right. I say anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000 a semester is what they're going to charge for this information. They're starting to understand. They're starting to see it. There's like, man, these foreign markets are making people way too much money. Let's go ahead and capitalize on it. But let's go ahead and charge them $150,000 for all 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not have to go ahead and break the bank to do it. $99, everybody has it. That was my first thought when I came into this company. I've seen other companies that are $300 to get in and $200 and something a month that have had a whole bunch of success. So the moment that I found out, me personally, that it was $99, I knew that was a win. I knew that at that moment, it's what I like to call an impulse buy. Why? Because if a person doesn't have $100, it's more of a reason for them to get in. Because not having $100 is a problem in this world. Okay? You have to remember, $99 may seem like a lot to some people, But it's just a shift in the mind. Boom, just shift it. $99 is chump change, especially to somebody like Bill Gates, to somebody like Warren Buffett. $99 is very indispensable. It just, boom, just we throw it out. Man, back in the day when I was not married, I'm not married yet, but I was fiancé it all up. I would spend a lot of money on women, right? Going to bars, going out to eat. That did not yield me any return. Okay, this is a reality. Okay, now I'm fiancéed up, I'm locked in, and I'm focused on my business. Okay, so no, I don't step out. I focus. All right. So as soon as you do that, you become an IBO because you brought in 3 people, and now your educational system is free. That's what the company says. Bring in 3 and it's free. As soon as you do that, you upgrade to an IBO at $15 a month, okay? Because there's a cost to doing business, whether you like it or not. If I was to go out there and cut grass, it's going to cost me more than $3,000 a month to go ahead and keep my company running on cutting grass, because the equipment, the miles, the gas, and even when you get a job, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand that even when you get a job, people think that it doesn't cost you any money to get a job. Yes, it does. For 2 weeks, you were spinning your wheels. For 2 weeks, you're figuring out you got to eat during lunch, right? Where's that money coming from? You know, you are literally going out there and you're still paying to get a job. But people don't think about it like that because you've been conditioned to not think about that. Okay. But when you do this, you open up yourself to a brand new a new tax bracket. So you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to do that. You could be a W-2 and a 1099er here, but now you get the benefit off of a home-based business that opens up, you know, the biggest tax benefits out of any other type of business. Okay. You'll get to go ahead and capitalize off of 475 different tax benefits. That alone should let you know to go out there and research it. Talk to a CPA and get all the loopholes that they can go ahead and put you through that will allow you to retain more money at the end of the year, even though you're still an employee. There's nothing wrong with being an employee. There's everything wrong with not going out there and yielding yourself a new return or another return to the household that will provide more Christmas gifts for Christmas, provide more food for the table in your household, just a better life. Okay, you do not need to ask for somebody's permission to bring more money to the house. Let me just remind you on that. All right, if you have to ask for permission to bring more money to the household, then I don't know what to tell you right now. Okay, so let's keep going. Our network marketing deal is basically that we brought Forex into the network marketing field, and network marketing actually produces the most millionaires out of any other industry. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is why you don't listen to broke people. You don't listen to people that are not living the lifestyle that you want to live. This is the reason I couldn't take advice from people that didn't have the lifestyle that I wanted. All right. Our actual industry is backed up by multimillionaires, multi-billionaires who own multiple companies in this industry. And it's for a reason, because this is where we could go ahead and capitalize from our time. Okay. Network marketing does produce the most millionaires worldwide. And the reason is because someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. The question is what person do you want to be? Do you want to be the person sitting in the shade or the person that planted the tree? And the question is when you do plant the tree, are you going to water your craft? Or are you going to let it wither away like you do everything else in life? You know, my number one suggestion to you is that you don't quit on yourself. The only thing you should quit is the struggle. That's the only thing you should quit, is quit the struggle. Don't quit on yourself, quit the struggle, okay? Now, women, men, kids, dogs, everybody lies, right? But numbers do not. Our number one foundation in mathematics simply stand for geometry is what set this world into motion, and all the numbers in mathematical equations are what hold it together. This is that. We didn't know that network marketing makes $180 billion a year. We didn't know that it actually makes the most millionaires worldwide. We didn't know that because of the lack of awareness. Your parents didn't teach you because they didn't know it, or they didn't know it because they got talked out of it by somebody that was closed-minded. So you cannot be closed-minded when it comes to the numbers, and the numbers are slapping you in the face right now. It's plain and simple. You can go out there and try to be an NFL superstar, but the moment that you blow your leg out, what are you doing now to yield you a return? They say that the average NFL superstar actually goes broke after the stardom because they didn't take all the right precautions to go ahead and figure out a way to yield themselves some money outside of their career in the NFL, which is not that long of a career because your body's getting mangled all up. Your brain's getting all mangled all up. You know, unless you're somebody like Peyton Manning, right, who actually owns multiple franchises and capitalized off of the money that he had. That's the point here. Okay, let me dive in real quick right here. I like this one. Network marketing is the big wave of the future. It's taken the place of franchising, which now requires too much capital for the average person. Absolutely true. For us to own a McDonald's right now is going to cost us over $1 million. Over here for $99, we could have $1 million business. But it's too good to be true, right? No, you've been conditioned to think that way. Don't sign up for that class, okay? So what do? We took this $100 billion industry, $180 billion. We combined it with e-commerce, which is the act of making or generating money off of a product or service on the internet. That's e-commerce. That yields 4.5 trillion worldwide, okay, yearly. And we brought it with Forex, and Forex makes $7 trillion a day. So eye to eye, man to man, women to women, right out there, you need to understand, we're not little boys, we're not little girls. We are completely grown. All the bills are on the palm of our hands, and it's up to us to crack the code to go ahead and make nonstop money to go ahead and alleviate the headaches of bills, okay? So you're not a little boy, I'm not a little boy, you're not a little girl, and I know there's not little girls out here. You are a man and you are a woman, okay? It's time to go ahead and step up to the plate and realize that the numbers that you're seeing in front of you means that the actual statistics of achieving this are very high because the number is so big. I could see if it was only $100,000 a year, then now we got a headache because there's so many people in this world, and to only make $100,000 a year, it means that there's going to be a minute chance of doing so. But since the number is $7 trillion a day, I don't know how much that is times 365. Can somebody do the math on that? What is 365 times 7, okay, trillion dollars a day? And you're telling me that your number one goal is to only go ahead and capitalize off of either a decimal of a percentage or a percentage. If you do that, that's a seven-figure deal right there. You became a seven-figure earner off of a decimal percentage of this industry, okay? And I need you to go ahead and understand that. So everything that I talked about up to this moment was about capitalizing on learning the education to go ahead and never go broke off of trading Forex, trading other countries' currencies against other countries' currencies, knowing when to buy, knowing when to sell, and knowing how to capitalize off of chart patterns, okay? And learn how to use the indicators to go ahead and give you more statistical proof that you are right and you are not gambling your money, but you're making an educated decision and educated guesses, okay? We don't have a fear ball or a clear ball showing us what the future holds, but patterns in this world will go ahead and tell us where the charts are going. With that being said, that's my time. My name is Carlos Pond. I'm one of the leaders and founders of the Generational Bosses Empire. I'm going to go ahead and see you in a few minutes to go ahead and show you the proof. If you want to go ahead and stick around and watch and see what a trade alert can do and we'll go ahead and capitalize on this industry can do, stay tuned. Right now, I want to go ahead and bring up somebody that I have a lot of respect for. All right, he's another bishop in this organization. Okay, so that means he's yielding himself another $2,000 a month outside of trading. You know, so I have a pump pleasure of introducing another bishop in our organization named Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor, are you on the line, sir?
What's going on, Carlos?
Man, you know, everything, man, everything. I'm excited about what's going to happen, especially come tomorrow. you know, seeing that we made so many educated moves that are about to go ahead and blow up our organization, I can't say anything else, man. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to take over the floor. And, man, blow them away, Mike. The floor is completely yours.
Absolutely. Okay, so on this part of the call, what we want to get into is the compensation plan. Now, one cool thing I like about this program is you don't actually have to refer people to make money. You're actually able to make daily money without referring people. As a matter of fact, hey, Carlos, you still there? Or did Carlos step
Yes,
away
sir.
for
I'm
a
on.
second?
I'm always on because I got to switch the slides, so I'm on.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would it be too much of an inconvenience for you to play a quick video before I start?
No, I could go ahead and do it. What video do you need me to go ahead and play?
Okay, check out your inbox, and I sent you a little video in your
All right,
Facebook.
let's do it.
And what I
Facebook.
want, because before I get into this comp plan while he's doing that, I just want to paint a vision for you guys of what you're actually sharing. Because like I said, you can make money without referrals, but if you do refer people, you can make even more money. But you're going to see what I'm talking about in this video, and then we'll get into the actual numbers.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and look at it real quick. All right, let's see. This is it, right, Mike? You see my screen?
Yep, that's it.
All right, let's go. All right, can you hear anything or no? All right, hold on. I think I know what I need to do. Hold on. Stop share. Hold on real quick. Share again. Share. All right, hold on. I should play. Hold on. I'm not getting any feedback from it. Oh, okay. I see why.
Interested in making money with this video is because I'm on Facebook probably, and I know with all these business opportunities that people get hit with online, a lot of times people don't be honest with you about what they're doing to actually make the money. So in less than 3 to 5 minutes, I want to show you exactly why it's important you get this information, how we're literally just copying and pasting and making money with no referrals, and we're making big money, not just myself, my entire team. So with that being said, when you go to my Facebook page, you can see what I've been posting, and you'll know that I'm a real person making real money. You can go down my page for multiple years and see I've been working online making money. So I am a trustworthy person to connect with when it comes to that type of stuff. With that being said, with this particular business, last night people probably think I'm joking when I post something like this, when I say, hey, made $300 on the Gobe bot while I was asleep. If you haven't joined yet, you didn't get the trade signal, but that's none of my business. Or when I post something joking like this where I say, hey, when the Gobe bot alert hit my account, that's how I was looking. When I saw it was trending up before I went to bed, that's how I was looking. And when I woke up this morning, $300 in profit, that's how I was looking. Well, you say, how did you make $300 in your sleep, right? Well, let me show you if you don't mind. So I'm gonna open up my MetaTrader 4 app. And I'm going to go here to my history. And you can see in the last couple of days, I've made $463 in profit in the Forex market. However, last night specifically, I made a trade for the, I always mix this word up, the Switzerland franc versus the Japanese yen, and I made $300. Now, I'm going to do something for you that most people will not do for you because they don't want you to know the game. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to make this $300. It's that easy. We got these things called trade alerts. Now, if anything you know about Forex, there's a lot of money to be made, but sometimes it can be difficult to learn. But what if you had a bot that did all the work for you? It read the market, and when it saw a profitable trade, it just gave you the signal, and all you had to do is type it in and make money. Would you see some value in something like that, especially if you could get paid daily, especially if the sky was the limit as far as how much money you can make? Would that interest you? Well, if so, pay attention, because I'm finna show you. Now, with that being said, if you look, last night at 11, I'm gonna highlight it, this is the one I'm looking at. At 11:14 p.m., I received a trade alert from this bot that's only exclusive on our team. Now, on this bot, what I did was I took this take profit number and I copied it, right? And then I also took the stop loss number. To be honest, I just like to write the numbers down. To be honest, I don't like copy and pasting. So I'm not finna do all that. But basically, you can copy and paste these numbers or you can write them down. But you need to know what your stop loss number is, what your take profit number is, and you just need to know what you're buying or selling, right? So once you know that, right, you open up the app, and you got all these different pairs. So you find the one that you're looking for. So this is the one I will be looking for. So all I gotta do is click on new order. The number that they gave me for the type to take profit, I'm just gonna make up one for time purposes, but I would just type it right here. The number that they gave me for stop loss, I'm gonna type it here. Remember, somebody's giving me the answers to the test. They're giving me a profitable trade. Now, once I got those two numbers typed in, I simply hit buy and I'm done. And I went to bed, people. I went to bed. And when I woke up this morning, this is what happened. And this happens almost every day of my life. I'm living a totally different lifestyle right now. So with this being said, look, you saw what I bought. You can see what time I bought it. Look at the timestamps. Like, this is real money. So let me ask you this. If you share your favorite movie, if you share coronavirus, if you share any of these things, right, does it make you money? No. What's more important to people, money or a movie? Well, if you can show people that you're making money, just like I just showed you I made that $300, do you think they might be interested? If they see you doing it and they knew it was real, well, let me get you involved so you can make a change in your life so you can change other people's life. Because we got this thing, if you don't have to refer people to make money with this business. But if you do, you make residual income. Well, this company pays me residual income every Monday like clockwork. So look, check this out, $250. Residual income, $250 residual income. This is every Monday. However, as my team increased, because it's not just based on what you do, it's your team. Now I'm making $500 a week. So what job gonna double your income, let alone your residual income in just a couple weeks? So now I'm getting $500 every week, like clockwork. Tell me, do you think it's worth it? If you think it's worth getting the rest of this information, what I want you to do is I'm gonna ask you a question below this video. Can you watch a short video? If you can watch it now, let me know. If you need me to contact you at a certain time, I'll write it down and contact you then, but I definitely want to make you a part of our family because we're about to be legends in this company, and when you see the comp plan, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you. Hey, how's it going? If I'm sending you this video, it's because I'm on Facebook probably, and I know with all these...
All right, that was powerful, Mike. Go ahead, floor is yours.
Cool. Okay, all right, so I want you to go ahead and slide the slide over for me, Carlos. And what I want to get is some money bags in the chat. Well, before I ask for the money bags, I'm going to ask a question. Now, you just saw how easy that was. Nobody on this earth can tell me that they can't take two numbers, plug them into an app and hit buy or sell. If you knew that you had access to a bot that's hit 22 out of 22 trades, and the bot is 90% accurate, but we hadn't lost the trade yet. Not saying we'll never lose. We got to give that disclaimer. Nothing is guaranteed in the market. But if you know you can share this and get paid residually, how hard do you think this would be to share? Give me money bags if you think you can share, copy and paste, and free money. I need some money bags. Where we at? There you go. All right, cool. All right, so now when you get started with this program, the first thing you're gonna do is we're gonna show you how to set up your broker account. We're gonna show you how to copy and paste these trades. When you start copy and pasting these trades, you're gonna start making money with our team because we all take the same trades. We're all making profits. With that being said, when you share the information and you get 3 people, just 3, this is gonna get you free access to the bot, the trade education, the live sessions, and everything. Let me get a one-one. Now this is like a college, right? And what I mean by college is you're getting to learn. We have an educational platform that's gonna take you from an advanced trader all the way, take you from a beginner trader all the way into an advanced trader. Well, if that's the case and you can learn just like you went to school, but it only costs $99, but then they tell you that if you refer 3 people to your college, it's gonna be free. That's an awesome deal. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay. All right. So you get your 3. I see what you're doing, Carlos. Okay. Hey, I'm new to this slide thing, so y'all got to work with me. All right. So now, once you get your 3 people, you got Jasmine, you got Carlos, and you got Kenny. These 3 people got people that they know that you don't know, right? So they're going to go out and share this information as well because they're going to be profitable traders as well. Now, when they go out and get their 3, you got a team total of 12 people. However, you only need 10 people in order to get to the next rank, which is night in the business. $500 a month is not nothing to sneeze at because when you think about it, $500 a month, you can put that money in the Forex market and make a whole lot more with it, or you can even pay bills like light bills, cable bills, stuff like that. So all you have to do is worry about your rent. $500 will cover your car note. It'll cover your car insurance. It'll cover quite a few things, groceries for the whole month. $500 is nothing to sneeze at, especially when it's coming residually on top of everything you're doing. Now, one thing I learned about this business real early is when I first started is that I learned the real meaning of passive income. Because when I got my first 4 members, one of my team members brought in 6 people like on my lunch break at work one day. And when he brought in those 6 people, he immediately put me to night. But it had the same impact as if I would have brought those 6 people in myself. So you know what I did? I went home and I said, I need to get more people because I like this passive income. Well, when you got a team of 10 people, right, that's helping you, they got their own goals, regardless if you're continually referring or not, when that team of 10 people grow to 25 people, guess what? You're a noble in this business. And at noble, you're getting $1,000 per month. $1,000, $250 every Monday residually. For me, that particular rank changed my life. It took me 14 days to hit this rank. But what I mean by changing my life is it covered my rent. I hadn't had to worry about rent since May. Like I hadn't even thought about rent because I know I got residual income that covers. As a matter of fact, I've had a couple times where I paid my rent late because I'm so used to, like, back in the day chasing the money, working a job, constantly hustling, or working the self-employed type of businesses where I was constantly trying to make the money for rent. So of course you got the rent and you got to go ahead and pay it as soon as you get it. But when that residual come in, you forget you even got rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sweet feeling. So, but now you got a team of 25 people. Once again, these 25 people got their own goals. These people want to get a free membership. These people want to copy and paste trades and tell their family about it. These people want to get residual income. So when that 25 people grow to 75 people, now you're a bishop in the company. That's where I'm at right now. And bishop is a sweet spot as well because, see, Noble covered the rent. Bishop covered everything. Now, don't get me wrong, $500 a week is not rich, but it is the equivalent of having a $15 per hour job and getting 40 hours a week. Only difference is you don't got to get up and hump all day. You don't have to get up at 6 in the morning. As a matter of fact, I know this is a little bit off subject, but just to tell you how powerful this system is, that $300 I made the other night, I took that trade alert at 11 p.m. I woke up at 6 in the morning and I made $300 while I was literally asleep. I used to go to bed at 11 o'clock so I can force myself to get up at 4:30 so I could drive across town and work for somebody for less than $100 until 6 o'clock that afternoon. But I'm getting paid residually just to share this information. This is powerful. And anybody that ever became successful, a lot of times it was because they had access to information that other people didn't have access to before it got too popular. A lot of people don't know anything about a Forex bot. They don't know that, especially this bot, because there's some bots out there, but there's not a lot of bots as accurate as ours. So when you share this information, you can make money, which means now you get to go to what we call the royalty ranks. And I'm getting real close to this place. And I want to ask you, if you was making $500 a week at your job, what do you think you would have to do to get a $750 per week raise? Think about that for a second. I get to do exactly what I've been doing for the last 3 months. My job description doesn't change. Matter of fact, it's easier now because I got a team of 75 people that's helping me. They got their own goals. And when that team grows to 250 people, I get a $750 per week raise, but it's residual. You don't even got to show up to work. They're just going to pay you more. That's real money. That's $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. My dad's been working at the post office for about 40 years, and I don't know exactly how much he make, but it's probably $60,000 or $70,000. And I'm gonna be able to make that in this business residually in 4 or 5 months. That's not bad, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen next. When you got 250 people on your team, well, one thing I like about this business is you can't eat unless your team is eating. So trust me, if I got 250 people on my team, that means my guy Vaughn, more than likely he's a bishop, almost a duke. My guy Harrell, he's a bishop, almost a duke. Natasha's probably a noble by then. And we got like, I could go on and on. It'll be at least 10 people, Cynthia, all kinds of people that will be at these high ranks, almost at duke themselves. So when other people see other people on your team eating, they're gonna get hungry. And when you got 250 people with their own goals, you got an army. And when 250 people, if they just get one person a piece, now you're getting $500. I mean, you got 500 people on your team. Now you're making $2,500 every Monday. That's 10 grand a month, $120,000 per year. Now I want you to ask yourself, before I even go to the rest of the ranks, what do you think that could do for your life? What do you think 6 figures would do for your life? Does it sound like it's worth it? Does it sound like it's worth it to copy and paste some trades, make money, and share the information and allow it to go viral right up under you? Because that's what's gonna happen. Whether you participate or not, this Gobe bot is gonna go viral. And there's gonna be a subscription-based business around it that's gonna pay residual passive income. And when you see these new ranks, because we ain't even halfway through the comp plan, this is only what, less than 10% of the comp plan now, $10,000 a month. So let's go to the next level. You got 500 people, right? If those 500 people go get one person, you got 1,000 people. Now you're what they call a king or a queen in the company. That's gonna allow you to make $5,000 every Monday. Whew, man, that's some big money. $20,000 a month. Now I'm gonna tell you something. My personal goal, my first personal goal is to get to Prince, because I know if I got a $10,000 Forex account, I know what type of money I would be making every day, at least $1,000 or more every day just in the Forex market. But do you know how bold you can be in the market if you knew you had $5,000 coming every Monday? I could take $5,000, put it in my Forex account, probably turn it into take chances and maybe try to turn it to $100,000. And even if I lost that $5,000, so what? I got another $5,000 coming next Monday, the Monday after that, and the Monday after that. And on top of that, I got 1,000 people on my team that's working. True passive income. Your email gonna be blowing up because people are gonna be constantly coming on your team 24/7. You got people all over the world at this point working under your team. So now, if 1,000 people go get 1.5 people, now you got 2,500 people on your team, and you're making what they call an emperor or empress. You're making 50 grand a month. That's 12,500, man, that's a lot of money. $12,500 every Monday. Now, for some people, that might sound unrealistic, but to me, that sounds like a little less than what I'm worth, because I'm worth $1 million, but we getting close. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe, like you gotta believe you deserve this. You gotta believe your family deserve this. If you really believe that, then you'll go for it, because it's right here on the platter. Like if somebody gave me, like think about it. They said you can make money, but you gotta sell something, and what you're selling is a bot that's giving away pretty much free money. Like, come on, man. Like you can share this. So with that being said, when you got 2,500 people, they all go get one. Let's go to the next slide. You become a legend in this company, which is 5,000 people in your downline. Now, that might sound like a lot, but remember, you're not doing this by yourself. You got a team. They're growing. They're growing. This thing is growing like a tree. You're making $1.2 million a year. That's $100,000 a month. And what really got me excited about this is that I know this company plans on being around for a while, which means when we get this residual, we're going to be able to hold on to it, because why would a company go out and buy a brand new website, a brand new back office, and they just added three new ranks, right? And show me those ranks, Carlos. Boom, boom, and boom. My gosh. Now, this for the real go-getters. These are for the people that's really trying to build generational wealth. Now, think about it. It sounds like a lot, but if you got, I'm trying to look at these numbers. If you got 5,000 people on your team and they're growing, it's not going to take long for that 5,000 to duplicate to the point where now you're making $200,000 per month. That's 50, how much is that? Is that 200,000 a month? Man, that's a lot of money. $50,000 every Monday? Man, that's some big money. And then when you go to Legend 500, you're talking about $500,000 a month. That's crazy money. That's NBA money. And when you get to the last level, which is everybody is reaching for, that's the iconic level. That's when you're making $1 million per month. That's $12 million. And one special thing about Gobe is we're directly up under legends. And these legends are hungry right now. You want to know why? Because they just got a new burst of energy. They just got 3 new ranks introduced to them. So now think about it. A person that hit legend, they basically making $1 million a year, right? So in order to make $1 million a month, you're basically gonna have to hit legend 10 times, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna take a minute. It's gonna be a lot of people, but hey, it's worth it if you're gonna make that type of money. Well, since we're directly up under them, where do you think some of that spillover is gonna fall? It's gonna fall right under Gobe Tradehouse, because the way the system is designed, we have no choice but to get spillover. So you're in the right place at the right time, especially if you're a go-getter. So I just want you guys to take this information seriously. Get back with the person that referred you to this program. And I want to pass it back to Carlos because I know he want to show you guys some proof. Still there, Carlos?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here, man. I was having a hard time unmuting myself, man. Amazing job there, Mike. You know, Mike is another one of our bishops, soon to be Duke, calling into existence. That's an additional $5,000 a month, an additional $1,250 a week. And let me tell each and every one of y'all that if y'all think that we're going to stick or stay at Duke or just Legend, you are out of your mind, because we're about to go ahead and hit Legend 200, Legend 500, and we're going to go ahead and hit Icon just so we could go ahead and say we did it, okay? Now, Icon pays $250,000 a week, okay? And it's very doable in a world of 7.5 billion people, okay? So what I want to go ahead and do now, let me go ahead and put my phone back on the tripod real quick. Hold on. All right, let's turn it on. All right, hold on. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. Good, good. All right, y'all. So let me see here. Let me fix this. All right, so you can see me. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to some proof. Who wants to go ahead and see some proof? Give me some money bags in the chat box if you're here to make some money. Because at the end of the night, that's what we're here to do. Okay, make some money. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Band. This is our centralized location where we go ahead and communicate as a group. Okay, now before I go here, let me go ahead and show y'all our secret sauce. Gobe Tradehouse.com. Password encrypted. You could only get access if you are a Gobe member, which we're also going to go ahead and most likely change the password to this soon. Okay, so just so make sure that nobody's got access to it. In Gobe Tradehouse, we have everything that you need to be ready to go ahead and you know, get these markets going completely. You know, you're gonna go ahead and click start here, and you're gonna be able to go and dive in to all the information. Okay, your Tradera back office, finding your education, creating your broker account, downloading your MT4, understanding how the deposits works, how to fund your broker account, so on, so forth. You'll learn how to copy and paste all through here. Okay, so you'll learn how to copy and paste through here. I apologize, I had somebody calling me, all right? So right here, when we go through our Gobe compounding strategy, you're gonna run into the Gobe scalp out method masterclass, where you're gonna go ahead and get set up with no other than our 22-year young entrepreneur who is almost like a 50-year-old, business-minded individual, right? All right, and not only that, you got your part one, and we're gonna have more parts come out. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and get the indicator, learn everything that we have, and you'll get to capitalize this. This is highly exclusive to all the Gobe members. And of course, you could go to building your team, where you're going to go ahead and capitalize on that. So if you are new and you have somebody that you just brought in, what do? We send them to GobeTradehouse.com. It does all the work for you. Our GobeTradehouse.com website is actually just as powerful as Tradera itself, because we should be charging thousands of dollars a month for people to be part of our organization, but we don't, because we want people to go ahead and get access to this for free, because that is the power of being part of Gobe Tradehouse. As long as you're an active member of Tradera and an active member of Gobe, you have access to all this, and we have more training coming out, okay, that we're literally working on as we speak. So let's go ahead and dive into our central hub of communication, where we like to communicate. Okay, as you can see, we have 340 total members in this particular centralized location. We have another one that has over 500. Okay, but this is an application, and sure enough, we put all our stuff in here, basically encouraging each other, so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and get to the sauce. All right, I know you want to see some proof of what trade alerts can do for you. So let's go ahead and break down what 20 minutes did for Carlos, okay? And trust me, I may not be a genius, but I sure know how to plug into a system.
Look, it's very important that you take the trade alerts seriously, all right? Trade alerts right here. And this whole deal that I'm doing right now came from a trade alert. I copy it. It tells me, hey, sell Great Britain pound against Australian dollar. Here's your stop loss. Highlight it, copy it. Go through your MetaTrader 4 app, all right? Trade, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. It's all from the trade alert. Delete that, paste it, copy it, copy your take profit, erase this one because that's not the right one. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in my trade now, but I'm not going to do it right now because I've already done it. I'm going to go and blow my account for no reason, And then redo it again on the next deal. Take profit. What are you going to do? You're going to get your stop loss. You're going to go back to the MetaTrader app, and you're going to put in your take profit too, and you're going to press your sell. You're going to come back, and you're going to reduplicate the process. You're going to go ahead and get your stop loss. You're going to copy it. You're going to paste it in your MetaTrader 4 app, and you're going to paste it. And then you're going to come back, and you're going to get your take profit 3. You're going to copy it. You're going to go back to your MetaTrader 4 app, and you're going to paste it. Copy it. Let's say I did all 3 already. Man, look at my, woo, sheesh. All right. I think this is good enough for me. I am happy at 1,000. I'm going to go and 316. I'm going to start closing. That's good enough. I don't need to make millions today. All right. I'm happy with that. Close it. Close it. Take my profit. And I am happy with my gains. Close it. And I officially made a whole bunch of money real quick. Do you understand and do you get the concept? Trade alerts, take them seriously. And that's their job. Their job is to send us trade alerts. Your job is to copy and paste. All right, for anybody that's looking from the outside in, all you have to do is partner up with Gobe Tradehouse. A transaction like this, to make $6,000 in one day in the real estate world usually takes about 30 to 40 days because you have to go through the closing period. unless for whatever reason the real estate transaction falls through the cracks. And as you can see here, the euro versus the Australian dollar has officially made or generated me $3,067. The US dollar against the Canadian dollar, since the US dollar is gaining value, I'm officially up $3,139. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is that I feel like I've profited enough, and I'm going to go ahead and close everything out. But before I close everything out, I need you to understand that it is your time to go ahead and plug in with us, just based off the fact that we have all the proper training, all the right knowledge, all the right systems in place that are going to allow you to prosper. And all you need to do is plug in and follow the systems. And systems in acronym simply means save yourself time, energy, and money. We have everything already put in place. All you need to do is refer back to the person that shared this video with you, or go ahead and contact me as soon as possible.
All right. With that being said, for everybody that understands that, yes, I am a realtor. Yes, people think that real estate is all roses, peaches, and cream until you go out there, show 16 houses, and nobody buys it. What did you do within those 16 houses? You spent a lot of time, a lot of wheels, a lot of gas, and then you get discouraged. That can happen. But also in the real estate world, you have to put in the work. The moment that you go out there and you sell a house, you're jobless again. And you have to go out there and search for new blood that's going to go ahead and be your new clients, right? Over there in the real estate world, the moment a transaction falls through the cracks, there goes your $6,000. This made me $6,000 in 8 hours. I was up $500 that night off of both of them. So I was already up 1,000 accumulatively. But I said, you know what? I took a $500 account. I turned it to $10,000. So I said, you know what? If I lose $1,000, I'm okay. I'm already in profit. To my amazement, and the reason you could hear me kind of stuttering in this video is because I recorded it right when I woke up. And I was like, I need to go ahead and share this. And I went ahead and I recorded, and still to my amazement, I generated $3,000 off of the euro and the Australian dollar, and then $3,000 off of the US against the Canadian dollar. Completely blew my mind. And you know what I did? This was all a trade alert. I copy and pasted what the company sent me. I took it seriously, and bada bing, bada boom, I made a profit. Okay. So for anybody out there that's saying some sort of excuses, saying, oh, I don't have time, you have time to make a $20 plugin and go ahead and do a 20-second copy and paste. Okay. So at the end of the night, you could either be an A, B, or a C. An A is a person that takes action, a person that doesn't make excuses, because you cannot make money and make excuses at the same time. You could only do one or the two. And I prefer making money, and so should you. Or you could be a B. A B is a person that's, has a lot of questions. What about this? What about that? What about this, that, and the fourth? Well, we'll get your questions answered. Go ahead after this, contact the person that invited you to this message or this overview. And if you want to go ahead and get on a personal conference call with me, Kenny Jordan, Mike, Vaughn, anybody, or if you're somebody that just wants to be a customer, great. Okay, let me give you an example. We had a pure customer. We still have a pure customer that brought in only one individual, but yet for being a pure customer, he took the educational platform seriously and made $28,000 in 1 week. So if you want to go ahead and be a customer and make that type of money, plug in, stay close to the fire, but ultimately come to the top with us, because the bottom is definitely too crowded. Okay, and we definitely don't want to leave anybody behind. So we will either see you at the beaches of the world or the banks of the world. We will definitely see you, because we're not going to give up. Remember, we don't quit on ourselves. We quit the struggle. That's it. And with that being said, once again, my name is Carlos Pond, one of the leaders and founders of the Generation of Bosses Empire. I want to thank everybody for your time, because your time is more valuable than money. God bless each and every one of you. We'll go ahead and welcome you on board and tell you, man, congratulations for making an educated decision and powering up with Gobe Tradehouse. God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you on the other side, and we will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go ahead and let your cousin, your grandma, and your grandma's niece and her friend know day we're gonna have this presentation again. God bless each and every one of you. Bye.